What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Texas Chainsaw Massacre video. Today I want to go over a few new updates for the game and dive into the Maria Flores tribute Instagram account. For those that don't know, a mysterious Instagram account popped up on March 20th for the missing person in the game, Maria Flores, and shared a Polaroid picture of a Texas highway with the caption reading, "While cleaning out some old family storage, we found an old shoebox with some of Anna's things. This is the first picture that Maria sent back to Anna in 1973. Maria had this impassioned and adventurous spirit when she set out on a small photography tour outside of Austin. Can't help but imagine a small breeze touching her face as she took this one, unaware of what tomorrow might hold, but always hopeful." This was shared with the hashtag TXChainsawGame and was shortly confirmed as an official account for the game by Matt Chacha in the Gun Discord. Since this first post, another 8 posts have been made, 7 of which were other Polaroids sent home by Maria. I'm going to go ahead and go through all of these posts so that we can break them down and put together a few puzzle pieces that may hint at how Maria went missing in the first place. The next picture shared was of a few sunflowers and the caption reading, "The only thing Maria loved as much as being with her family and friends was being with them outside. I've heard these stories about how she saw every leaf, every blade of grass, the trees, rocks, even muddy little puddles as these wondrous things. Like there were all these little miracles planted here for everyone to see. She would just smile as people struggled to find the same sense of awe, but she saw it." The next day, a picture of a field of blue bonnets was shared with the caption, "I wonder what drew Maria into this field for this picture. Was it the blue bonnets, the long dead tree stump? Maybe it's that one tree catching the light from the sun while all of the rest are hidden in the shadows." In the end, the why probably doesn't matter as much as the result, when the result is a perfect spring morning. After this, the next image is of an Indian paintbrush, and it's this post that establishes Maria and Anna's relationship more and brings into question who exactly is running this Instagram account. Maria included a letter with this photo. After speaking with my family, we decided to share some of it to show people more of who she was. There's something about this Indian paintbrush that reminded me of those chats we had last summer. Strong and tall amongst the fields, it reaches for the sun. It's confident in its difference, not held back by perceptions, the way the petals curl up and twist. Its beauty isn't in its perfection, it's beautiful because it exists. This is us, Anna. It's not clear in any of the posts how the narrator of this account is related to Maria, but they are clearly a family member and living in present day, which will be confirmed in a later post. The next post shows an open Texas field backed by a large tree line and comes with a caption that gives a little bit more details on Maria and Anna's father, who recently passed away. Looking at this photo and reading this part of a letter, it almost makes it seem like Maria was always lucky. Even when there's a problem and she's stuck in a beautiful spot. I wish that luck would have held out. It doesn't seem fair at all. The car started making a weird noise today. These roads and fields seem to go on forever. I wanted to make it to the next town, but it broke down pretty quick. I fixed it though, after a while. Dad would have been proud. Remember when he used to spend his Saturdays under the hood? I could never tell if the grease on his shirt was new or what he was doing exactly, but he was always so happy fixing things. Days like this, I miss him more. This piece of Maria's letter shares the start of her troubles that leads to her being stranded with car troubles in Newt, Texas. And then this next post, which shows a sunset over the blue bonnet fields, reads, "This is the sunset Maria sent home. Maybe it's just that we don't have any others, but this one almost hurts the most. Knowing that she was standing there at that warm and clear Texas sky gave her its final embrace on a beautiful day. That sunset lied to her. Car's doing better, no new noises. It's pretty amazing how long this one has lasted. Could you imagine what Dad would say now, seeing me drive off into the sunset? It's so quiet out here. I think he's with me too." Now this next post is where things start getting juicy. This Polaroid image shows a sunflower field, and the caption reads, "These fields are out of sight. They're brimming with little treasures. I keep uncovering the most peaceful spots, ones I could get lost in for days. It can be hard to be alone on this trip. I can't shake the feeling that this man I keep seeing has been following me. He's imposing, handsome even, but something about him feels off. Like I'll turn around any moment and he'll be there. Maybe it's because this town is so small and there are so few faces. I think it's time I go out of the sun." Nothing ever came from my family sharing all these pictures and letters with the police. Was something following Maria? We don't think they ever seriously looked into it at all. Like she was just another runaway or something to them. It's such bullshit. So who was following Maria? With the person being described as handsome, I jumped to the idea that, this could be referring to the hitchhiker. I mean, Ed Neal's not a bad-looking dude, but I find it more likely that this is probably referencing a new family member that has yet to be revealed. And knowing that Maria was being followed, it just makes her disappearance, even more unnerving, honestly. If she was being followed by a member of the family, it means that they made a deliberate choice to kidnap and probably torture Maria. It would no longer be a random case of wrong place, wrong time, like showing up at the gas station. And there's just something more personal and darker about that to me. And you kind of feel for Maria. Now, in this next post, we get a photo of a creepy dirt road leading up to what appears to be an abandoned barn. And the caption reads, "Going off of the dates on the letters, this is the last photo Maria mailed home. This is the last one that we know she took. It's more powerful for that. Did the man she mentioned the day before have something to do with her disappearance? Nobody has any answers for us. After all this time, the things we've heard about what happened back then, it's hard not to imagine her going through it too. It breaks our hearts. We're always going to miss her." I haven't seen that dude again. I was just bugged out. I never should have worried you. It was getting late and the car died again, so I found a ride back to town. I'll get the car running tomorrow for real. I parked it off at 172 near this farm or something. It's got sad vibes. Freaky, right? Even with that old building in the road, the sunflowers are trying to take over. It's almost painful how beautiful they are, trapping themselves in their own abundance. They've left themselves nowhere else to go. In this last photo sent by Maria, we know that she was having car troubles again and parked her car near a farm on County Road 172, which of course is where the Slaughter family can be found, and is the same road we see Sally escape at the end of the first movie. So safe to say, Maria was captured by the family shortly after this photo and brought to their home where she was ultimately murdered. Now, she said she got a ride back to town, but maybe she was actually picked up by one of the family members and never made it back to town to begin with. Although I don't know how she would have sent the letter then, so who knows what happens after that photo was taken. Maria does state that she never saw the man that was following her again, which does make me wonder if the man she saw was ever guilty in the first place. I mean, the Slaughter family, from what we've seen in the original film, doesn't exactly seem to be worried about being too forward, I mean, look at the hitchhiker in the van in the first movie. It took him about 30 seconds to start cutting himself. I mean, they're pretty open over there. Now, the Maria Flores account did share one last image, which is of a newspaper from the Muerto Times showing Maria on the front and is full of Easter eggs that we will go over shortly. But first, the caption to the post reads, "When I woke up today, I didn't really know what to post here. You have all been so welcoming and kind in all of this. I didn't intend to bring this loss back into my family's lives, but we're still just wanting to know. That's the hardest part. We don't have any information. The case has been cold for decades. She's just gone, and we only have the photos from her old Polaroid. We're trying to collect all the pictures she has taken, but there's so many that are probably just gone to time. Maria used to send pictures everywhere. Friends, family members, it wasn't uncommon for someone to go check the mail and have an envelope with some of Maria's art in there. Maybe some of her friends' families will come across this account. If that's you, and you happen to have some pictures that are signed by Maria Flores, please share them and tag this account. We would love to see them. Again, thank you all for #remembering Maria with us." Okay, so from this caption, we can confirm that the narrator is from present day, but we still aren't sure who they are or even if it really matters. With the caption of this post encouraging anyone who has received a photo from Maria to share it with them, I have a theory that Gunn may take advantage of some unique marketing here and send Polaroids from Maria out to influencers to share on social media, which would honestly be freaking awesome. So I hope they go that route, but it could also mean they're just making a handful of different accounts to share other images from that are related to the playable characters in the video game. Now, before we wrap this thing up, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the newspaper in this image and read the articles that we can see and all of the Easter eggs. Let's start first with the missing woman case headline. 1 month later, still no answers. The search continues for an Austin woman who disappeared last month. A Uvalde native, Maria Flores, age 21, has been out of contact with her family for multiple weeks. Miss Flores had been on a planned photography trip throughout the Texas countryside when contact with her family ceased. The Flores family states they were in a regular mail contact with Maria prior to her disappearance, but communication ended following a letter on March 20th. Uvalde Sheriff's Department had the following comment: "Citizens should rest assured that the Sheriff's Office is providing the attention this case deserves, both within our offices and collaboration with additional agencies. We understand the family's desire for urgency in this case." Uvalde Sheriff's Department as well as the Flores family are requesting anyone with tips to contact local law enforcement. Now, after this main article, there are several headlines across the page that basically all reference the Slaughter family in some way, shape, or form. First, with crime news, we see a headline that says, "More disturbed graves reported," which refers to the Slaughter family digging up graves in the original film, which we actually see in the very first shot. So, not a surprise here. That's going to be them. Then we see a headline that reads, "Slaughterhouse closed for good," which throughout the franchise we've seen slaughterhouses used throughout, and Leatherface even working in one in the remake. Since a slaughterhouse map is already confirmed, I guess we now know why it will be so empty. The next headline says, "Tri-County Barbecue Cook-Off Postpone," which is probably in reference to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, where we see the cook win a chili cook-off using human meat in the recipe. Then we see a short article that says, "Gas prices on the rise. If you've stopped by the local gas station, you've felt the impact on your wallet. Gas prices are up 3 cents a gallon, and it could go higher. This impact is felt nationwide as a potential gas shortage is on the horizon." A Muerto County gas station attendant spoke with us about this recent surge and what it means for his business. First of all, I'm sure we can all relate to those high gas prices, am I right? This article is a reference to the cook as he works at the gas station, and it's most likely him that's being interviewed for this newspaper. And then, of course, in one last cheeky Easter egg, we see a logo that says Henkel, which of course is a reference to the original writer for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Kim Henkel. All around, the newspaper is really interesting and loaded with Easter eggs, as well as the Maria Flores account in general. Seeing the build up to her disappearance is certainly intriguing, and I hope that this account continues to be put to good use, as it's definitely a unique way to market the game and share new information. But hey, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Who do you think killed Maria Flores? But that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.